What's up everyone, V here, and today I am very excited for what we're reviewing because we are reviewing Peak in its truest form. This is, of course, Steve and Creeper as they appear in a Minecraft movie, otherwise known as Cinema, greatest film of all time, and overall just pure and utter peak. I got these figures couple weeks ago, and I was holding off because I so desperately wanted to compare these to my original Minecraft figures from when I grew up. I can't for the life of me find them, and it breaks my heart. I'm genuinely gutted. I've searched every single container possible in my house that could possibly have these figures, and I can't find them. It's aggravating me. I don't even really want to make the video without them because I thought it'd be fun to bring them back and compare. But sadly, because can never have good things in life, I can't find them. Which means the second I post this video, I'm gonna find them. That's just how it be. So if I do find them, expect another video with them. I'll probably end up buying more of the Minecraft movie figures because this is so the movie isn't even out yet, and it's just so perfectly encapsulating a movie that really isn't gonna be good. At best, it'll be blocky version of Jumanji, but there's something about it that's just so great to meme about. Like, literally every line Jack Black has said in the movie has been memed to death already. Just imagine how many more we got in the movie. But it's good. I feel like this is going to be one of those movies where it's genuinely going to be a blast to watch. Like, it's going to be, even if the movie is mid as hell and just the most generic schlop you could cook up, I think it's just going to be an absolute blast to watch. And I think it might generally end up doing insanely well purely on the fact that it might actually just be a really fun movie to watch. Because whenever it got first revealed, I was like, Jack Black, Steve, what are we doing? But I've slowly turned into over the course of all the trailers dropping, I've slowly switched from what the hell is this? They've massacred my boy to absolute cinema. I'm genuinely so excited to see this movie now. So of course I had to get the figures, and we had to get the main man himself, and my favorite mob that they've made. My favorite mob's technically the Enderman, but are they even in the movie? I feel like if it does get a sequel, which I'm praying to God it does, I hope this movie does well enough for a sequel that they'll do the Ender Dragon, the Enderman. I also haven't touched the game in years, so I don't know if there's new stuff. But yeah, Steve, Creeper as they appear in the movie. These are, as you can see, a lot smaller figures than what I usually review on the channel. Usually I whip out 6-inch scale figures. These are, of course, 3 3/4 inch, so they'll scale well with your vintage collection figures, Marvel Universe, whatever the Marvel figures they kind of cooked up that they want to do and then kind of don't want to do. They really jump between whether or not they want the 3-inch Marvel line to exist. But yeah, before we get into Peak, I decided to do them together because I don't think there's going to be much to talk about on their own. But I feel like we should do them together. Also because one has an accessory that the other one should have. But here are their packages. Just really cheap card, which, I mean, you're not going to care about this. You want to rip them out the package and go crazy with them. But of course, we get a nice shot of Wolf and Creeper. Steve got some grass. Got the nether portal there, which, quick question, why is it blue? Isn't it purple? Granted, I haven't touched the game in a minute, but I remember it being purple. but it's blue. Maybe this is the portal to the real world? I couldn't tell you. On the back, you got all the other figures. In the wave, you got the wolf without a tesseract. Then you got skeleton, creeper. I know there's sets with, like, I think there's a gas with, like, a zombie pigman. And then, like, Jason Momoa, that boy whose name I don't know. And the, like, I think bigger zombie pigman. And then I know there's the one girl. I think her name's Emma Myers. That's the actress. Girl from Wednesday. She's in a set with, I think, a creeper and then a spider and a skeleton. And then there's Steve with, like, a diamond armor full set. You know, except the pants. But yeah, these are just, like, the single release. And it includes iron sword, chicken leg, and satchel. And includes diamond, flint, and steel. But yeah, you don't get the flint and steel with Steve. You get it with the creeper. I guess because he go boom. I don't know, but there they are in all their glory. And well, let's do Steve first, because the creeper I think is really cool. But let's get Steve out the way. You know, here he is. I am Steve. You know, come on. He's dropped so many iconic lines. You know, you got that. You got water bucket, release. You got big old red ones. Like, come on. Every line he says is iconic. But yeah, he comes with a satchel. A little bag you can pop on him. You know, can hold stuff. It's kind of what he looks like when he's like, the nether. And you can put stuff in there. You can put... Does he come? He doesn't come with a diamond either, but you can put the diamond in there. I'm not doing it well, but yeah, you can have it. It can hold stuff. Can't really hold what he comes with, though, which is, what's it called? Chicken leg. Okay. It comes with a chicken leg, and it's nice and blocky, as you'd hope, from Minecraft. You can pop it in his hand, take a big old munch of it. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? But he comes with what truly matters, an iron sword. And I actually do like the sword design in the movie. I think it looks nice. They kept the, like, shape really well by making it realistic. I do think they did this really well. And look at it, he's ready to do battle and eat. Is it low-key an action figure of a middle-aged man? Maybe. But is it peak? Yes. Looking at him, let's get the sword out his hand. It's legitimately just Jack Black in a shirt. They didn't really try to make him look like Steve, which is weird, because Jason Momoa I feel like would have been perfect, but you know what? I'm already loving Jack Black as Steve. It's already too iconic. But getting a closer look, you can kind of see Jack Black there. Maybe it's just because he has that thick beard. But, like, there's kind of Jack Black there. And the beard has some nice paint. Overall, I mean, it's like a kid's 3-inch toy, so don't expect, like, Mafex level quality here. And it's got little words on the back. 2024. These big old pockets. And it's the blue shirt. Although he doesn't have, like, it's got, like, the neckline, but it's still clothed, which is interesting. But it's got a little bit of a nice texture. And then you get to his jeans. They're jeaning. And his shoes, which sadly are not the same color as the game. Very heartbreaking information to find out. But articulation-wise, ball joint at the head, rotate, hinges out. These weird ball joint thingies on his arms, which make it really hard to bend. Can move back, forth, kind of do the splits, but legitimately that's as much as you're getting out of jeans to begin with. It's not like you can move in them. That's why I stopped wearing them. And then the knee, which does bend a bit better. Again, you just don't get good movement in jeans. I don't know why they exist. But yeah, that's all the articulation you get for him, which, to be honest, that's alright. Now, for the Creeper's accessories, you do get a little diamond, which is nice. And he can hold it. I lied about that, my bad, guys. But the real accessory here is the flint and steel. Here it is in all of its glory, and you might look and be like, how the hell is he supposed to hold this? You can get it in his hand like that. This is a bit trickier, but I know you can kind of wedge it. I got it before because I took a picture of him with it. Come on, Steve. There we go. Flint and steel. I'm gonna be cheering when he says that in the movie. Anyway, okay, he died. Sorry, guys, Steve died. Because he got blown by the creeper. Pause. Yes, the creeper is the one I'm actually hyped about because I really like this one. I feel like out of all the weird mobs, the creeper, I think they got done the best. Because, like, the other ones, it's like, you have real world references for most of them. So seeing them realistic and blocky is kind of terrifying. But a creeper, that doesn't exist. And I feel like they did it perfectly. And at first I was thrown off by them giving him, like, a grass texture. But then the more I think about it, the more I'm like, I kind of see it. It kind of makes sense why he would be a grass texture. Because he's like, they be roaming in grass, and they can use it to blend in. And I think it actually is a really cool little detail to add to them. Like, they're these little grass beings. And I mean, come on, the creeper's iconic. And I feel like they did them really well. They give him toes, though, which I feel like is a tad bit weird. But yeah, I mean, look at that iconic creeper face. And all the nice little, like, grass is sculpted really well. And he's got his weird, horrifying legs. And overall, I really like this guy. I do generally like him because, I mean, I love creepers. And I feel like this is just actually really cool. And I'm really excited to see the creepers. What I'm not a fan of is the exploding thing. I hate that they glow green. I don't really know how they would have done it, but glowing green I feel like isn't it. Maybe if they like looked like orange they were I don't know. But that's the only thing I can complain about. Articulation wise, you can extend the neck to get like up and down and side to side in rotation, which I think is nice. Then you can rotate, and then these, they can like hinge in, so you can get the more like classic creeper pose, where it's like, you can have like the classic game articulation where it's like the legs in the front, the head like that. Then you can turn them to the side to get the more like movie look, which I think is cool. They rotate and they got a little hinge here, which is nice. Creeper's definitely my favorite one. I legitimately actually like this. And Steve is legitimately like, yeah, it's an action figure, a middle-aged man, but that's low-key why you're buying it. Like, that's so peak, bro. It's legitimately, I'm not even joking, so peak. But how big are they? Even though I perfectly described their size and height with multiple comparisons in the beginning of the video, let's do it one more time. Here he is next to a Black Series figure. I feel like we only really need to do two. Like, come on now. Definitely bigger. And then again, more vintage scale comparison. That is the original Revenge of the Sith 501st Trooper, I believe. Had it ever since I was little, hence all the red. But yeah, and in a perfect world, the next comparison would be the figures of the Creeper and Steve from when I grew up. But the world hates me. The world is cruel and dark and unjust. Anyway, if I cared to edit videos, I would edit them in, but I don't really like to. Mostly because I record these on my phone, and I can't really edit on my phone. But you know what? We try. We're here. And if I do find them, best believe there's gonna be another video. Anyway, do I recommend these figures? They're... This is one that's a little hard to recommend because it's not like it's high quality premium action figures like this. It's these are 100% marketed towards kids. There's no doubt about this. These are kids' toys. This isn't just oh, they're actually adult action figures. Dude, no, these are for children. But are they also peak? Yes, they are. Buy them. They're peak. Who doesn't want Jack Black as Steve? And it's just small enough to put in your pocket so you can take him everywhere. You can take him to the store. You can take him to the mines. As you know, as a child, he yearned for the mines. But I honestly do recommend the Creeper. If you like Minecraft and like creepers, I would honestly recommend that one. He's a pretty cool little figure to have. Pop him on the shelf. Creeper, I recommend legitimately as a figure because I think he's really cool. Jack Black, Steve, I do recommend purely on meme material. So how would I rate them? I would give the Creeper a solid 7 out of 10. Not much you can really do with him, but also what else would you really do with him? Steve, I have to give him the very first 10 out of 10. This is perfection. But in all seriousness, 6 out of 10. But also 10 out of 10. But honestly, why stop at 10? Take it to 100. He's 100. 100 out of 10. Greatest figure on Earth. It's going to be the number one. You already see it here. Number one figure of 2025 right there. Anyway, I don't know what the hell I'm doing with my life. If you wanted to know why why there hasn't been a video in a hot minute, I've low-key, the one time I could have made a video, I was low-key too tired, and I've been watching Arrested Development a lot recently. And, I've been working a lot, and, haven't made time, train to make videos, but, I'm gonna try. And you know what, if I do see the when I see the Minecraft movie, best believe I'm gonna make a movie review for it. We're keeping them alive even though the video that I made for a movie review flopped. We're keeping it alive. We're keeping the dream alive, guys, even if the videos flop. I blame Brave New World. Anyway, subscribe, check out my previous reviews. Expect more of the Minecraft figures, because they're peak. Or not. I might legitimately not buy them because I'm also poor. I'm violently poor. But anyway, check out my Instagram. I want to say I post music reviews on there, but I'd be lying to your face because I haven't posted in months. But there are music related posts on that. They just haven't been made in a while. I gotta lock in content-wise. Anyway, hope you have a wonderful day, and hopefully your day is as peak as this movie's gonna be. Peace. And can we get one more Flint and Steel before we head out? Let's go. Peace.